It is Hot Take Tuesday, but that means it's your guys' favorite time of the week and your guys' chance to become a part of the JDW Sports Talk Show. You go in the Discord, I ask for your hot takes, you drop, and I feature them on the video. It's that simple. Join the Discord, and you'll be featured next Tuesday, as long as your hot take is solid enough. So, we have 6 hot takes here today. If you enjoy this, make sure to like, subscribe, put that post notification bell on to miss any future videos. Let's not waste too much more time. Let's get straight into it. So, the first hot take that we have here is from Northern Colts Podcast. Detroit wins their 6th game in a row. Okay, so the issue with the 6th game in a row is they lost to Buffalo. But I get what he means. Do they win their 3rd game in a row? Do they keep the winning streak going? You may ask, who are they playing? Playing the New York Jets. Which, if they just put a beating on the Jaguars, they just beat the Vikings, they push the Buffalo Bills to their limits, I think it's going to be a hell of a game. Is it game of the week material? It's fun to ask that question. I don't know game of the week material, but I don't know if Detroit could beat the Jets. I think this is a game where they're just going to be outcoached. I think this is a game, the Jets have more talent, better talent, and they are so well coached. I'm not saying the Vikings aren't well coached or other teams aren't. I just think this is going to be a very difficult task for the Detroit Lions, playing a very well coached team led by Robert Saleh. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is, he'll make them look better as long as it's not Zach Wilson. Quarterback situation is not horrible because the coaching just brings out the best in the quarterbacks. So. Do the Lions win their 3rd in a row? I'm gonna go warm because it's likely they've pushed a lot of great teams and they beat one in the last 3 weeks here. There's a chance, but I think this is where they get slowed down a little bit. I think the New York Jets are gonna win this game this weekend. Now I will look into it more. I will drop my record predictions Saturday, Friday night, Saturday-ish, sometime around there. But I'm going with New York right now. I think New York is the better football team. They're better coached. I'm taking the Lions. So the next hot take we have here, actually, yep. There's another one from the Colts podcast. This one is the Colts beat the Vikings. Very simple one. Very simple. Um, this is a possible one. Now, the thing is, the Vikings have won games in which they have forced turnovers. They have 8 interceptions in the 4th. They just have forced turnovers in the 4th quarter, and it has made it very difficult for teams to finish the game. And Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook, these players have made other teams pay. Now, how sustainable is that? Not very sustainable, especially once you get in the playoffs. But, they're playing the Colts this week. That's a team that's going to turn the ball over and can't really push the ball downfield when they need to anyways. So, I don't know. I don't think the Vikings are as good as their record shows. But I don't see them losing to the Colts. If they lose to the Colts, then, yeah, they are much worse than even that. But I don't see them losing to the Colts. I'm going hot. I'm not gonna go piping hot. No. I'm gonna go piping hot. I don't think the Colts really have a chance this weekend against Minnesota. As I said, I don't think it's realistic. I don't think the Vikings are one of the best in the league. I think they're a solid football team, not as good as the record shows. But they have way more than enough to take care of a inept Colts offense. The Colts do have a good defense, so maybe they keep Kirk Cousins under wraps. I don't know I don't know if anyone can cover Justin Jefferson. Stephon Gilmore is gonna have his day cut out for him. I'm going piping hot on this one. Next hot take we have here is by Silver Sabs. The Bears drop 400 yards total in offense in a shootout, lost to the Eagles. I'm gonna tell you right away. This one's piping hot too. Because 400 yards is just insane. for any offense, no matter who you are, no matter if you're Patrick Mahomes, maybe a little more routine if you're a guy like Patrick Mahomes, but uh, maybe if even if they had Fields, I don't think so. This Eagles defense is phenomenal. It's a very good defense. I don't even know if the Bears gain what, maybe 200, 250. Really don't know if they gained that many. So I'm going piping hot in that one. Not really going to spend too much more time on that one. So Ford Lord 69. The Titans lose a lot, and the Colts win out and make the playoffs. This is another one where I go, it's kind of a wild scenario. Could you imagine the Colts winning out, beating the Vikings, beating the Chargers, beating the Giants, Texans? That would be insane. I don't know if they beat any of these teams. I don't think they're going to beat the Vikings. Don't think they're going to beat the Chargers. Don't think they're going to beat the Giants. And I wouldn't be surprised if we lost to the Texans, to be quite honest with you. That's how bad the Colts offense is. But I think there's another team in the AFC South that has a much better chance to go and take the division over the Colts. And that is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars are on a roll. They've been hot. Trevor Lawrence has been playing really good. I think this Jaguars team is a football team that you have to watch. They make it in. They can maybe play spoiler alert on a team or two. Now, do they win the division? I don't know, but I think the Jaguars definitely have a shot. Titans are struggling; they're reeling. The Colts aren't going anywhere, and the Houston Texans are probably locked in at number 1. So I'm gonna go piping hot for the Colts to win out, make the playoffs. He's basically saying win the division by saying the Titans keep losing. I'm going piping hot. I don't even know if the Colts could win another game or two. Two might be pushing it. But nonetheless, that's what I'm sticking with there. I'm going piping hot. Then for our last hot take here today, we have Fishmaster 21. Panthers or Falcons win the South. Anyone but the Bucks. I like this one. The NFC South is not the greatest of divisions. As we just got done talking about the AFC South, if the AFC South wasn't as bad this year, the NFC South would probably be the worst. But the AFC South is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Much worse than the NFC South. Now, the Bucks are 6-7. Bucks are 5, or the Panthers are 5-8. Falcons are 5-8. And the Saints are 4-9. I'm just gonna scratch the Saints off because the Bucks swept them. So the Saints really have a whole extra win in the win column than the Buccaneers. Otherwise, they finish behind them. Falcons and the Panthers. I like the Panthers' chances more. The Panthers have been weird. Somehow they beat the Seahawks. I don't get it. I definitely see how the Seahawks are struggling a little bit. But I'm not a fan of the Falcons at all. I don't think the Falcons are a good football team, as you see by the record and what we have watched to start the season. They looked all right. Teams got a little more film on Marcus Mariota and the Arthur Smith scheme. Mariota just isn't the guy, and now Desmond Ritter's playing. Guess we're gonna see how Desmond Ridder continues to play. Maybe if he finds a way to be a decent quarterback. I don't think he's going to be right now, anyways. I don't see anyone overtaking the Bucks. I really don't. Let's look at the Bucks schedule real quick. That's one thing I should have looked at that I did not. Should have wrote it down. Okay, so the Buccaneers have the Bengals. Ouch, that's probably a loss. They have the Cardinals, Panthers, and Falcons. If they can win 2 out of the last 3, 2 out of the last 4, I think they win the division. I think they beat the Cardinals. I think they'll beat the Falcons. I think they'll beat the Panthers. So I think they win the 3 of the last games. They beat the Bengals. I don't know. That's a tough one. But I'm going to go hot. I think it's unlikely, quite unlikely that the Bucks lose it. But there's definitely a chance where the Panthers or Falcons just pull it out of their rear end and win it. You never know. The NFL is a wonky place. So that's all I have for you guys today. That's going to do it for Hot Take Tuesday. Like I said earlier in the video, if you'd like to have your hot take featured in the future, join the Discord. And you have to like, subscribe, put that post notification bell on. This is JDW Sports Talk Show. I'm signing off.